Okay, guys, so we're gonna do our recap of today's trades. Today we only traded one stock, APVO, and so we'll jump into the 5-minute chart to see what we're looking at. Okay, this one honestly, I was looking at it pre-market. I was thinking about jumping in here pre-market. Let's see, let's do the 1-minute chart real quick. We can see it in more detail. So I saw it around 750, around this price, 750. But I was like, well, I was wanting to get in for this little pullback here on this 1-minute candle. But I was like, no, the volume's super light. I think there was like 20, 30,000 shares of volume traded whenever I saw this. And I was like, well, if I jump in here, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself because it's kind of like it's flagging, but the volume's really light. And it could fell from 750 all the way down to 7 and potentially just fade or just stay here on this level and not do anything, and it just be a waste of trade. So I held back and I did not trade it, and sure enough it hit 775. Then it just kept on climbing up. It did have this little pullback here down to 732, so I probably would have stopped out anyways whenever we had that dip. But for the most part, it continued to move higher. It hit a high of, let's see, a high of 964. Incredible, from 750 up to 964. If I would have taken that trade, I did not take it. And here we had this little pullback, this little bull flag pullback, and I was watching it over 930. So the market opened. It opened around $9. I wish I would have got in around this price, $9. I ended up since it opened up and it immediately squeezed up. I threw out my orders to buy around 930, but the price was around 918, 920, and I ended up getting filled at 930. 10 cents higher than what I wanted to get in at. So anyways, I got in at 930, and it hit a high. It squeezed up to 950, actually 967. I did not take profit. I'm not sure why I didn't take profit, but it ended up, I mean, it was really quick. It squeezed up really fast and came back down. As you can see in this doji candle, shooting star doji, it shot up and it pulled back really hard. So I didn't really have enough time to put an order to sell. I was just a little bit slow, and so it ended up coming back down, and I threw an order to sell. I ended up putting it out around 931, so like 1 cent above my entry price. This orange arrow is my entry, and this is where I had placed order to sell. It continued to dip. I did not get filled. It continued to dip, and I threw another order to buy on the bid, and I got filled around 911. I got filled there, and then we had a quick bounce up. Something really strange happened. Uh, there was a huge market order. It must have been a market order on the buy, and it shot up from 920. I mean, from 910 up to 960 in a matter of milliseconds. And so my order got taken out here to sell. I wish I wouldn't have put it there, but I got filled there at 931. Sold some of my position, and but it was pretty nice though. From here, from 910 up to 930, so nice little 20-cent profit on that. And I did not get any shares filled up here. Of course, it pulled down, pulled back. I ended up selling the rest down here at 927. So for like a little 3-cent loss from my initial entry there. So I think this trade might have been a small green trade or a break-even trade. It was nothing incredible. Okay, so we'll jump into the next trade. Like I said, we traded this stock 3 times or 3 different occasions. So on this next one that we took, it was a break of the whole dollar, a break of 8. So I got filled right under 8, and I sold up here around 807. So it was a nice little profit right there. It was kind of a random place to get in at, but as you can see here, I believe I got in for the VWAP break on this one. Let's see. Okay, yes, that's what I got in for. It was the VWAP break. I don't know why you can't see that VWAP on the 1 minute chart. This is the 5 minute chart. So I was wanting to get in for the VWAP break. And of course, on the 5 minute, you can see that it worked very nice. So from 8.18 up to a high of $10, a little bit over $10. If I would have held the whole position, but I did not do that. So anyways, I got in here once I seen this volume coming in. Got in a little high, right under 8, sold right above 8. Nice little profit. It wasn't nothing big, but it was a green trade. And then on this one, the last trade, it was a trade after the halt. I wish I would have got in right before it. You know, you have this huge move, the VWAP break, huge move up from $8 up to 9.25, pulled back, bull flag here, jump in at 9 for a move higher from 9 up to 9.72. It halts for 5 minutes, so I got in on the resumption of the halt. Lately, I've been trading halts. I've been trading after the halts pretty well, so I decided to give it a shot. It halted at 9.72. It resumed at 9.90. I got filled at $10 on this orange arrow. At $10, I ended up selling some up here. Let's see, actually I got filled here at 10, and almost immediately it came down, and I ended up adding some more down around 975, 972, and then it popped up, and I sold up here on this pop up of the 10.15, and then the remaining amount I sold right under $10. So little green trade there, very similar to the very first trade that I had. Really not what I'm wanting to do is add if it dips. I'm really not trying to do that. I'm trying to stay away from that. It's just not good. The reason I don't want to do it is because if I if I add when I'm already down on a position, I'm only making the loss bigger. And if it comes back up, I'm only selling for break even, and that's not really what you want to do. You want to add whenever you're going up. At least me. You want to add when you're going up and not adding when you're down on the trade. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions over my trading, just ask away and I'll help you out as much as I can. All right, thanks.